I would like to call this special meeting of the Shawnee Mission School District Board of Education to order on Thursday, March 12th. Our first item of business is to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to 1.3, adoption of the agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Goodburn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Stratton. All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Passes 7-0. The item on our agenda this evening is 2.1, approval of the agreement between the Board of Education of the Shawnee Mission School District and NEA Shawnee Mission.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Goodburn, seconded by Mr. Borgman. All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Passes 7-0. I'll next be seeking a motion to go into executive session, but prior to doing that, I'm going to give Dr. Fulton just a moment of opportunity to say a few words.
Yes, first of all, we're excited for the approval of the contract, obviously, and we're glad that we were able to mediate a resolution on that. The second thing I want to share is that there's been a lot of work going on around COVID-19, as you can well imagine. And I just want to emphasize that our first and most important priority is the safety of our students and staff. We're spending considerable time with the County Department of Health on this issue, and we're working closely with them to take whatever steps are necessary to ensure that our students and staff are safe. And so as I get more information, I'll continue to keep the board updated, as well as the community. We updated the community a little bit today on where we're at with things. We are going to do a lot of deep cleaning over the break, so we're functionally shutting down our buildings, our facilities, so we can engage in that deep cleaning during the spring break. And then we'll monitor conditions on the ground to see where we're at over the break. Do you have any questions for me?
Well,
okay, thank you.
Can you just clarify, so we told folks to take home their laptops and personal devices and, other activities, their instruments, that sort of thing?
We did, yes. K through 8, of course, is done. They finished up today. And the students in grades 3 through 8 were encouraged to take their devices home, as well as any reading material or other kinds of textbooks that they might need. The K through 2 students were not able to take their iPads home because we don't have enough chargers to send home with them. And or it would have been difficult to get all those charges in their possession because they don't typically take those home with them as a general rule. And then the high school students are in session tomorrow. And of course, we've encouraged them to make sure and take their devices home also. Because obviously we have to respond to whatever the conditions on the ground are and the direction that we get from our public health experts.
Thanks. Okay, so I will seek a motion to move us into executive session from Dr. Sinclair.
I move we go into executive session to discuss personnel issues pursuant to the non-elected personnel exception under COMA, and the board will reconvene in the boardroom. How much time do we need?
20 minutes?
Yes.
Actually,
15. 15 should be fine.
Okay, so let's just say we'll reconvene at 4:20.
Mm-hmm.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? No. Passes 7-0. We'll be back at 4:20.